tupatane Maisha Magic 8:30 p.m. Monday to Friday. Tumbili.
Yo, what's up guys? This is Tumbili ndani ya Tumbili TI to the V, and I'm right here with the baddest of the baddest female actress.
Yeah.
Sabina Anyango. Mwenyewe. Ile jina yako ya mwisho ya kizungu.
Stetler. But kwa kizungu nasema tu Stadler.
Oh, so me I'm used to it with kwa kizungu Stadler.
Yeah, kwa Kijaluo Stadler.
Steady.
Yeah. Anyango or Nyangi. Yeah, zote ni zangu. Na pia kuna nyingine lakini nitaambia siku nyingine.
Otieno. Yeah. So first of all, congratulations.
Yes.
On your new role.
On
Zari. Wow.
Yeah.
Could you tell us about how did you land the role? Because I know so many people who really wanted the role.
Yeah.
The moment the show was called out for the first auditions, before the replacement, how did you get the role?
Okay, first of all, Mimi, I don't audition.
Yes.
Apologies, Kenyans.
Special.
Yes. Myself, I'm a producer, writer, and director, and I've even won like competitions based on my directing. So, but back to acting, I've acted so many shows for so many years that I feel like if someone wants me to act somewhere, they will know whether I can do it or not.
Okay, yeah.
So for me, my last movie which I shot, produced for Maisha Magic, it's called The Odd Pair. The main actress was Asiat Nasenya. I didn't even audition Asiat. I've seen her work on Selena. I saw someone in an advert in Airtel. I found him, I told him I want you for this role. I never auditioned one person. So if maybe not everyone is as good as me, or sometimes the client really wants to see the audition. Maybe in a station or wazungu, vipindi kubwa kubwa. But for me at this time, I'm sorry, I'm not looking to audition. I'm open to come and support anyone who wants an actor, student filmmakers, even another producer. I'm open to come. But don't audition me. Na si maringo. Nimefanya auditions by the way. Ni venye tu, wacha niwache wengine pia audition. Maybe next year nikijisikia nataka ku-audition, nita audition.
But you can audition maybe for roles in Nollywood, Bollywood.
No. Yeah, I did a movie for Nollywood. It's called Brother Jeku with Mike Ezuronye. I didn't audition for that role. They know me, they know my acting. I sent them some of my clips. You can tell if I can do it or not. Yeah, if you want to audition, it's okay. It's
or you just send the
my
videos.
Past jobs. I can do that. My pictures. Yeah.
Wow. So we've seen so many people congratulating you. Wengine wanakuambia sijui you cannot deliver as nani what's her name? The lady you replaced. Nani? Anaitwa nani? Habira. Yeah. So how was it?
Okay, first how I got to the show when you're unauliza. I did want to do a Jiffy show. I've never been on a Jiffy show. I did want to do an Mnet series. I've never been on those days TV Maisha Magic series. I've been in the movies, but somehow Selena, I was not nowhere. After these shows, Showmax. Somehow I've never been. Either I'm not available, or two ilinipita, or I didn't get it. Right? So, in the beginning, we were both being considered. In the beginning. Kabisa show ikianza.
In the beginning?
Yes. So, Mimi, I had other offers on the table. And at that time, I had only 2 weeks to make a decision. And I really, really wanted to be in this show. And we even prayed about it in my Bible study group. We were like, I don't know which job to take. Because I knew for sure I'll get the role. Yani nilikuwa nimejua tu. Yani ile unajuanga. 2 weeks later, there was still no decision made. Because there were still many roles to cast. So I had to go with the one which I'm sure. Because hiyo ingenipita, ingekuwa maybe ningejipata sina kitu kwa mkono. So I went to the job for the serikali, which I do there now, in the Senate. So the role ikaenda hivyo, si ndio? Hiyo story ikaisha hivyo. In the middle of the show, when the show had already began with this the previous actor and all that, in the middle of the show, some events happened. First a disclaimer. I'm telling my story, but in the process, I have to tell someone else's story. But I'll try as best not to tell their story. It is their story to tell. But you see, somehow it's affecting my story. So I'll try to honor all the parties involved. So in the middle of production, there were some events that happened that they needed to replace the actor. So it came back to me. I was like, this show, it has come back to me, this role. Wow, and you know, I really, really wanted to be part of this show. So there I am. Then God stopped me in my tracks. God told me, you know, this job, it's like your celebration is someone else's tears. You understand?
Yes.
Yani raha yangu kwangu ni uyo mtu hayuko tena. You know,
Yeah.
now how do you know how it's affecting that person?
Oh, yeah.
So God asked me, I want you to pray for this production and for this actor. I went to my knees and prayed. First, I had to really come back to myself because now it means I have to surrender this show back to God. Nikaombea the previous actor because someone also I know her a little bit. She's someone we love as Kenyans. She's our pride, you know, in the music industry. So nikamwombea. And then I also prayed for the producers and I prayed for the channel, which is the people who pick the show, Kina Maisha Magic. Because I know them all. You know, even when the show is beginning, I told them, you guys, you have to pick me because I've never been on such a show. But the communication was too long. Yeah, so I prayed for her, prayed for the whole thing, and I surrendered the show back to God. I went in that same time. I knew, because me, I have Mungu na nongeleshanga. I knew that show is not coming my way now, or even ever. I didn't know about the future. So I left, I slept. In the morning, I got a call. Oh, I'm sorry, we've decided to proceed with the previous, the thing, whatever was happening, we've come to a resolve.
Yeah.
So you see, God has answered my prayer, but that Kale, it's okay. The show is haikuwa ya yangu.
But again, I think sometimes you don't have to feel bad because maybe the person who has decided to step down.
Yeah.
Ama, it wasn't that case. Ama, you can tell us at what point does someone has to step down for a role for someone else.
I'll give you
while
examples.
The show is still ongoing.
I'll give you examples. But I'll not tell you which one is on, because you see that one, it went back and then it came back again.
Yes.
So you already have a picture that there's something maybe off. So the role came back to me again. It's like, okay, now we have to do a replacement for whatever reason. And there are other people being considered, of course. Like you said, kuna watu wengine hata unajua, they were going to replace, to act that role. And then I went, we had a 6-hour conversation with the producer. And I had so many questions because I didn't want to come in and then fail them, because you don't want to replace that. I wanted to make sure, how do you want me to act this role? What are my hours? What is needed of me? Everything. And especially because it's a replacement role, people are gonna backlash me, and nobody knows how that's gonna feel except me. Like in the time, there's an actor called Kone, he died. The only person who can tell me how he felt is Lenana Karibe. He replaced Kone. But you see, replacing someone who has died is different from replacing someone who's alive. And this is someone in a show which is Monday to Friday. This person has become your best friend. And when people were attacking me even now, I got good comments, but those comments were based on me as an actor. Oh, you did well, you're a good actor, whatever. But the negative comments were based on the previous actor. We want the previous actor because that's what we are used to. There was nothing wrong with my acting. In fact, another anasema, huyo sauti yake. That one I even commented. Sauti nimezaliwa nayo jamani.
Sikupenda kwako.
Naipenda. Another one said, huyu Harriet amenona. You know, by the time we made a decision, it was midnight. The next day I was shooting.
Yes.
I was given my scripts at midnight. Of course, I need to blend. I'm scared of everyone. They know each other. Me, I'm a newcomer. Like, anyone,
but again, there are people you know
from the industry, but they've already gelled. You know, they were mezoyana. So it was a little intimidating. So I got in, did my work, and one thing I want to know: viewers, we respect and we love them. We do this because of the viewers. So I respect their views, but I'm not here to replace Habida. No, that's not my job. My contract is for Harriet. I will deliver Harriet how I see it fits me to do it.
And from the first your first appearance, people love you already. Wame show love nini. Do you feel like for Anani Habida doing playing Harriet, was it like a misunderstanding from the team, ama ni natural nini? Natural selection yake, ama she just gave up
on why I replaced her?
Why she left? Why not why you replaced her? Why she left?
Why she left is Sabina was not there involved before she left. Okay. This is Sabina and Tobili. So when you call her and ask her about Abanton and other things, she will tell you why she left. It's her story to tell. Although I know from the other side why she left.
Yes.
I know the circumstances, but I don't want it to be like it's a beef. We are not competing.
Yes.
You know, for me, I would say I have years of experience as an actor.
Yeah.
And you know, there's two things. First, there's what makes a good actor.
Yes.
And then there's what makes an actor good for a role, right?
Yeah.
What do you think makes a good actor?
And a good actor is someone who can play any role. Anaweza cheza mwizi na deliver, anaweza cheza pastor na deliver. Unaona?
Yeah, that's
ni ile tu hapa Kenya huwezi pea, there are people who are wamezoea kupewa role za wizi. Kwa sababu kuna mwingine aliwahi jaribiwa amechezaga ya wizi akapewa ya pastor. Akajiibia sadaka, unaona? Kwa zile bado karakta yake ya wizi bado iko ndani yake.
Imeshika mizizi.
Yeah.
Somehow you are right and you're wrong, because you can't be good in everything, but a good actor should be able to do everything, right? But there's a stereotype. Like me, my stereotype is you'll not give me the woye character. And you see, Harriet, because of the previous actor, her eyebrows, any eyebrows, she does it in a woye way. My woyeness is different completely. So when you're used to that woyeness and you come to mine, it doesn't make mine wrong. It just makes mine new. And then the same stereotype we talk about is what makes an actor good for a role. What do you think that is?
An actor, what makes an actor good for a role? Is the fact that they believe in the role. Number one, you can never be given, you can't ask for a role that you are uncomfortable with. Like for example, you accepted the role of Harriet because you believed you can. It's not because you were feeling like acting.
Yeah. You are right, because you see, how you're good for a role, first of all, is not even so much dependent on you. Is the person who wrote the story and the producer, what are they, is in their vision. Unaweza uwa kabisa uwe audition yako, but hiyo role mwenye venye aliona hii role ni Butita. Butita alipofanya akaona nataka tu mtu mweusi ana kasura kidogo, iko na character development, when ni mrefu, maybe even your looks, maybe your voice, and maybe that's why that person said, hey, you have voice, whatever, you know. Unaona nao singekuona na siku moja. But you see, when you have thick skin, it doesn't matter what someone says, because I love my I love my voice, and I know it doesn't affect my acting in Harriet, you know. So another thing very important that makes a good actor is not even your acting. Let's say you have you're perfect 100%, unawanga church pastor mwizi zote. Then I have here my Butita. Butita is an average actor. But wewe umenisumbua kwa shoot au kujangi, ama unishasikia sifa zako kwingine, mtu mbili anasumbuanga, ukimpigia simu ati ako sijui kwa set nyingine,
anachelewa,
sijui event gani, anachelewa, atakusumbua, mara ana fuel, you know. I will go with Butita, because number one thing, even for me when I'm casting, is your attitude. The way I'll speak to you on the phone, if I'm inviting you for a project, I can even change my mind and say, oh, when I can smell trouble. And with experience, you know the trouble, you can smell it. So number one is your attitude. And also people should stop attacking things they don't know. You don't attack someone new. Ujui me have come to save the show. So don't attack someone for reasons you don't know. You are just assuming things.
Wow. That's amazing. So let's say you already have a contract for Zari. So you've already signed how many seasons?
For that, it's confidential, because then people will know how far my role is going for. But I've worked with Rashid Abdallah in Nation when I was a news anchor. I met Lulu Hassan the first time when we were discussing this show, and I tell you, huyo mwanamke. You had never met her before? No, I've never met her personally. Like, where those eyes, you know, there you see them on TV all the way in real life. Hizo macho zinaweza kupeleka Cairo. Ile ngozi inaweza save economy. The producer is beautiful. She's beautiful, but of course she's also smart. And for me, the best thing about joining Jiffy was they handle so many shows. And as a producer, I want to understand, how do you do it? You know, it's a challenge.
Yeah. So it's like a learning.
It's a learning
platform
thing for me.
you.
More as a producer, even more than an actor. And then, of course, it's a telenovela Monday to Friday. You can watch it 8:30 p.m. Maisha Magic Plus. It's a show that's every day. You shoot. And even for me, on my own movie, I'm looking to cast actors. I'm doing a movie, guys. If you are not interested in acting, no. If you're an actor. Because the problem taking a risk with people
that are interested.
You'll come, you'll sit there till even 8 p.m. hauja shoot. Umekaa standby tu.
Mtu anashindwa kushika
lines,
script.
Quit. Our job is hard. Every job has its challenge. You know, you judge us because we're on TV, you think you know us. But you don't. The acting is hard. And that's why I don't want to cast like I want to try. No. Because you see, even the problem when you cast people who are like maybe celebrities, musicians, presenters, they are not actors.
Yes.
And you will find it will be a challenge.
Just to make the show maybe people watch. Tumbili atakaje hapa. Though mimi ni actor, mudiambo sana. But kuna wale wengine, just because they are famous, now you put them, you cast them, then vitu zinaenda segemnege a deliver.
And imagine now you're shooting a series where maybe someone afadhali movie kama mimi nikiita celeb na kuita role ndogo ile na maliza nawe hapo. Kama umeenda sikuchaji kesho uniambie kesho au kuje na nisha shoot sura yako. Unaona?
So do you from the comments in the post Zari, people are like they chose you because you kind of look like Habida. Yes. So it confuse watu Harriet nini. How did you take that? Do you think you look like? Because I think you look more of Passaris than Habida.
Yeah. If you put us all together, we are sisters. You know, let me tell you a funny story. Kitambo sana, I went out when I was new in this Nairobi. Because I grew up in Mombasa. Hey, this guy hits on me in the club, buys me drinks. Tumepiga story, tumebond. Me hata sioni kwa sijakuwa mambo ya media. The guy starts asking me about my music, I was like, oh my god, nakunya shots za Habida.
Sunshine.
Shots za Habida. So I owe Habida some shots.
Wanasema sunshine need to make her in the house.
Yeah, so I think
hapo na cannibal.
Yeah, I think there's a resemblance, but you know we also needed that character because iko na watoto wawili, kwa hiyo akona watoto wawili, moja si wake anadanganya ni wake, moja ni wake, which is Brenda Wairimu and Sarah Hassan. So they needed someone who can pass for like their mother. So it's not so much about looking like Habida, it's more about looking like Mina and Brenda. But you see, there's many other people who look like that.
Yes.
Wenye wangechukuliwa, but I'm telling you, at the end of the day, it comes to your professionalism. It was not about my looks that
acting.
My looks was part of it. It was about your acting and are you dependable? Are you a professional? You understand acting because it's a telenovela, it's hectic. Ama utakuja utuache katikati. It happens. You've seen, is it Kina? Actors have been replaced. No producer ever wants to replace an actor. But sometimes some things just happen. Nobody's fault. Just, Amuku Indiana Amafo. I can't say it's anyone's mistake. It's just sometimes life happens. And in a film, we say, a character chooses who the person will act. So the character, I think, I've never felt this about a character by then because I do auditions kitambo, not anymore. And you fail and it's okay. Unasema, but this one, I really felt from the beginning that this one was mine. So the character came back and chose me. And I think with time, people will adjust if they remove that idea of the previous actor. Because even when I was talking to the director and the producer, they told me, forget about anyone who acted this show. You are Harriet. Do what you think Harriet would do.
Cheza kama wewe.
Cheza kama Harriet. Huyo hapo si Sabina hayuko. Yeah, so that's how I had to deliver that role. Because ningeji compare na yule, kuna differences more. Hata mimi ningefeel, I'm not doing it well. You can't be. Everyone akona strength zake.
Wow. Yeah. Tukimalizia, sasa najua mfuko kila kitu imekuja na hela. Tupe kama hela ngapi pale Zari kidogo?
I would say, when a show is every day, Monday to Friday, I don't know many producers who do such shows. I know there was Ruben Odanga. I think those are the only people. Kitambo Mali was also Monday to Friday. But Kina Lulu and Rashid are the ones who are really doing telenovela. So when you have a show every day, Monday to Friday, you make more money than a show that is weekly. Like I was in Inspector Mwala, it's a weekly show. Hiyo ni utapiga show siku moja kwa wiki. So you can't compare that money to a show which is 20 days a month. That's how many times more? 5 times more a weekly show. So I would say that if we have many shows like that, we'll be able to make an income for ourselves and as actors. Because for me, ilikuwa nimefika point mtu akiniambia I want to be an actor, I would say no, because there's not enough for us on the table. Nakuleta hapa kufanja. But if we have more people like Kina Lulu rise up and do those kind of shows, I mean, we'll be able to build houses, you know. Yeah, so I could say it's a good pay because you have a monthly salary, you know, yani
mambo iko sawa.
Mambo iko sawa. Always iko. Yani it's enough to say you can even survive on that job.
Oh, nice. Yeah. But we can say your contract or agreement at Zari is open. You can feature still on other shows, right?
It is, but the problem is the show is very consuming because it's Monday to Friday. Alafu mfuko iko sawa. Utaki kujivunja shingo, ufanye show tatu. But if it's a weekend, someone is doing something, you want me, I want to support by them because I know I've been supported on the way. And if you are doing a film or a show, you want me to come maybe on the weekends, I'll come support.
Wow.
Even student films. Me siringi.
Tukiruka hapo kwa siasa kidogo tu kama dakika moja tu tukifunga.
Yeah.
Wewe tumekujua sana. First ulikuwa unagombea kidogo uka step down for I think someone, then uka jump on the women rep
bandwagon.
Yeah, bandwagon. Na kidogo tena siku hizi tunakuona ukiona Mheshimiwa Sifuna sana kuliko mama. What really happened?
You know,
because sisi tulikuwa so comfortable with you being with Passaris.
Mimi by the way, mimi naamini ningekuwa pahali I add value always. So ikifika point naona hapa time yangu imeisha, Mungu ananiambianga tu. And if anyone knew the departments I was handling, since I left the office of the woman, those departments have never been the same because I'm that kind of person. When I commit to you, I will give you my arm and my leg. Even for this role, then nakwambia ni kuua, I have to give my best, and it's just me. It's not about impressing people. And is this, I only do things I love. Always in force kitu nifanye sabu ya do. So for me, I feel like my service to, I was there to serve a leader. My service to the leader, that one ran its course, and also I need to grow, you know. So I felt like it reached a point where I was not growing. But the woman rep is my personal friend. I call her like my mom. So yeah, it's just I felt like I think it's time I serve another leader. Because pia mi kwa kuserve, pia I also teach the leader one or two things. They also teach me. Zile zangu alikuwa ameniteach, I think nimesha learn. Na zile values zangu amejua. So now I've gone to Sifuna, and I think he's a good debater. He's a young guy and a respectable man. You know, working for male politicians, so there's a pretty beautiful, smart woman like myself. But I know Sifuna
same
from...
to us, sisi handsome men working for offices of women rep, it's not easy.
Hard, huh?
Mimi nilijaribu pale Kisumu nikaoso.
Yeah, but
nasumbuliwa sana.
It's very true. It's very true. Yeah, so someone just so respectable Sifuna. I know him from 2017 campaigns. You know, and when he didn't make it and he still continued, and I think his star is really shining.
Yeah.
And for me, for now, I'm serving in a small capacity in my own way. I can't say because it's confidential. Because naweza malizwa. Tunajua Sifuna ni Simba.
Ule ni mzee mdiambo.
Yeah, so I think he really has a lot of potential. He could be a president one day. He's honest. He's personally, for me, I've asked him for help in ways where even maybe my other previous bosses would have helped and they didn't, but he came through and you know, and Senate doesn't have a lot of budget like a woman rep. So it's like I left a really big job for another, maybe a low budget office, but it's never been about the money for me, and I always also want you to appreciate my efforts. Wow. So you go where you are valued.
Yes.
Yeah.
So as we wind up, you can give them your for the potential actors, the ones you want to cast. How can they reach you?
Okay, so I'm looking for number one, actors who are actors. Hata kama ume act tu kitu moja, you are an actor. or you have done set books, not you want to try, give me a chance. No, you can. I'll give my email, and the exclusive I'll give even my number.
Yeah.
Ama watanisumbua sana.
Awape tu ni kazi, wewe unajua vile utahandle.
All right. Number 2, I'm looking for students of film to come assist in departments, and if you're really good, you can even head the department. Because you see, most people are told experience. Which experience? If you don't give me a chance, how will I gain experience? Yes. So I'm giving you a chance for experience. Number 3, I'm looking for investors, because we sometimes use our own capital. Sometimes the station gives us capital. And then so investors, you make 100% of your money back in less than 3 months. Yes. People don't know that the film industry it has that potential. And because I'm a producer who has sold before, I've never made a show and not sold it. So you are guaranteed that we'll do this.
Wow. Yeah. Amazing. You didn't give them your email? My
email, so you're gonna type it there. Divine, check it hapo, divine.elementskenya@gmail.com. And then my number 011-550-1718. I'm scared. I'm having panic attack.
Naongea na Sabina.
You can WhatsApp. Yeah, si ni binadamu tu. Yeah.
All right, so guys.
But don't try take me Airbnb. Nitakugeuzia buda, nitakukidnap.
Yo guys, vitisho baridi.
Yeah.
So guys, manze, it's been real here with Sabina Anyango Stidler. Na hapa tuko kwa one of her awards, you know, 2027 ni wewe tu. 2027 nakwambia Sabina, ni wewe.
Pesa zangu na mimi na familia yangu.
Hata utumie pesa zako. Keep your money. Sisi tutafanya mambo yetu.
Hata Eriko Mondi anichangia, hata Brian. Tunaona yule mwingine wa makesi. Baba Talisha hata anichangia kule half. Sitaki kukampi.
Hadi akule half.
Sitaki.
Anyway guys, thanks so much. It's been real here with Sabina Stidler, ama ukipenda Sabina Anyango Stidler. Until next time.
See you. Tupatane Showmax. Look for the Odd Pair. Look at my movie Tupatane Maisha Magic 8:30 p.m. Monday to Friday. 2 Mbili.